Phoenix entrepreneurs, what is cracking on this wonderful evening? Hope you guys are ready to dive into this podcast. I talk to chasing your dreams, going for your dreams, and I talk about a podcast me and my wife are working on. So you guys will have to stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are ready to dive into this episode.
Alex Billadu presents the Phoenix Entrepreneur Podcast, where you learn what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur and rise from the ashes and conquer the day.
Good evening, Phoenix entrepreneurs. I'm excited to be here with you this evening and to hopefully bring you guys some sort of value. And we're just going to kind of dive in. This is the solo episode that we do every week. We talk about the week's past, what we can learn about from the week, and how we could move forward and be amazing Phoenix entrepreneurs and amazing business people. So this Sunday, as I sit here, I'm just sitting here on my couch and I'm thinking how amazing it is with today's technology that I can record a podcast, basically a radio show, on my couch in my underwear if I want. Now, I'm not in my underwear, but you could sit there and record a podcast and create a pretty high quality sound and everything on your couch. So if you think about that, like, what's stopping you from your dreams? Because there's so much opportunity in the world. There's so much opportunity. There's never been a better time for you to try and achieve your dreams. Now, today on Instagram and Facebook, I posted, like, what's stopping you from chasing your dreams? I'm chasing my dreams every single day. I'm trying to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And I'm going for it because I know it's possible in today's world. If you want to climb Mount Everest, there's no reason why you can't climb Mount Everest with the amounts of training and equipment that there is and the ability to travel to a country, the Mount Everest, all of that. It's just so readily available that there's no reason you can't. Now, I'm not saying it's not expensive, but you can get the money. There's ways to get the money. You can get funding, you can get people to donate. You could raise the money, you can earn the money. There's tons of different ways. If you want to be a radio show host, start with your own show. Start on creating a podcast, putting it on iTunes. If your dream is to be a bike racer, then start racing bikes. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing. If you want to be a chef, you don't have to work in a restaurant. There's so many different things. You can have a food truck. You can do they do pop-up restaurants now in different cities and different things like that. You could do a show at home. Just the opportunities are limitless. So I don't know what is holding people back from going for their dreams and accomplishing what they want to accomplish, because there's never been a better time to do it. With social media, with equipment, the affordability of equipment, you can produce a high quality film with a camera that costs $700. Now, that's a Canon camera, and it's a good quality filming camera. You can create high quality. You can create high quality footage with your iPhone. It's crazy the high quality of the iPhones today, or Android, or whatever you have. You can create a show on an iPhone, and there's actually a girl, her name's Leah, and she is a real estate agent, and she creates a show. And her latest episode was 100% filmed on an iPhone, and you would have never known it. Unless you're like some specialized person that knows camera angles, quality, all that, and you can look at a picture and see it. But me, like the general person looking at it, I couldn't tell a difference. And it was all filmed on an iPhone. Isn't that just amazing? Like you can film on your iPhone. You can get, a basic camera for under $1,000 and create a high quality footage that they couldn't even create 20 years ago. So what's stopping? If you want to be a movie star, start with making your own stuff. Find a videographer and start acting or telling your screenplay or whatever. If you want to be a singer, songwriter, there's no better time than to use social media as a platform to gain followers and gain listeners and to build your brand. Because if you have the dream to be an artist, like a musician, you can do it. It just takes marketing, it takes guts, and it takes time, along with anything else. But you can do it. Like anyone can do it. You don't have to find an agent anymore or be playing in a Nashville bar and hope that someone finds you. Like that's not how it's done anymore. You're found online. Like Justin Bieber, I mean, like him or hate him, I mean, he started with YouTube basically, and that's how he was found. So quit making excuses. Quit saying, oh, well, that person was lucky or that person had it just handed to them or that person knew this person. You don't know how many years they went through of making films that no one watched. I have tons of videos on YouTube that hardly have any views, and I don't care. I'm still putting out content every single day. So I don't know what's holding so many people back from accomplishing their dreams and their ambitions. Like, yeah, it takes hard work, but there's never been a time and a less cost of entry to get into whatever you want to do. There's never been a time of lower cost of entry than now. And if you want to start some sort of company, there's so many ways to trade your time for in exchange for something else, like a website. Like you could give whatever your skills are, you can offer that. Basically trade and barter. I mean, you can trade and barter and say, hey, I'll give you XYZ if you can help me build a website. There's plenty of people that can build a great website for you out there, and all you have to do is trade them something. So be creative. Think about that as you're out there. Now, I'm not saying like when you do those trade and barters, like you want to have it a win-win for both parties. And I did that recently. I was looking for a web developer to help me with the social media marketing company, Rise Up Marketing. So if anyone needs any help with marketing or questions about it, hit me up. Any questions? I'm an open door. And we can also, if you ever want to get more in depth and not do it yourself, we can help you with that. But I was looking for a professional web developer because I know that there's things that I'm not great at. I can do, but I'm not great at. So it's better to find people that can do that. So I went out there looking for a web developer, and I kind of wanted to do a little vetting session. So I said, hey, if you're willing to build a website for me, rebuild my website, revamp it, make it beautiful. If I like the work, I'm going to be bringing on clients that are going to need their websites optimized and new websites and different projects. You could be that. And also in exchange for that, I'll help you rebrand your company because the guy said he was looking to rebrand and kind of change things. So not only am I trying to consult him and help him with his business and rebrand it and create his brand story and everything, like I'm giving him tons of value up front. And then I'm also saying, hey, I'll give you clients. Like he built my website for free. And it was a win-win for both of us because I will bring him more work and I am helping him right now. So it's a win-win for both parties. So think about that, how you can bring value to other people. And I recently tried to find a photographer and a videographer. Now I am paying them a little bit for their time to come out, but I found people that say, hey, I'm looking for this. I could bring you more work in the future. I need a trial session. Like what can you do? And they're offering me special pricing at the time in exchange for, me working with them. And I'm going to be doing more photo shoots and more videography. So if they prove themselves, they'll get more work. And sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to do work for free to get stuff in return. So you could be on the giving end, you could be needing stuff, but you could also be giving stuff to other people. And trust me, it'll come back to you. People will come back to you and so on. So think about that as you're starting a business. Like I was saying, there's never been a better time to go for your dreams and achieve your dreams. So I don't know what's holding everyone back. And people, I guess, just like to make excuses. And the natural human, we're lazy. So those people that are making things happen are the people that are taking some sort of action and trying to make things happen. Just an example, I've built a whole team in the last 2 weeks. Everything from photographer, videographer, website builder, funnel builder, what else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Content writers. I've built a whole team out of contractors for Rise Up Marketing that are experts in fields that I'm not good at. I know what I'm good at. Facebook ads, marketing, creativity, getting new clients, working with clients, customer service, like the front end of things. So I've built a team on the back end that supports and is better at things than me. So you don't have to go it all alone. You can build a team so easily that are contractors that you say, hey, once I get work, this is what it'll be, work out the details, pay all that up front, and you can build a team. In 2 weeks, it was less than 2 weeks, I built a whole team. I mean, that's pretty impressive and it's pretty amazing. Now, I think a lot of my being able to do this is my mentor, Brandon T. Adams. He's pushed me to that next level, and I recommend you get a mentor. You get a mentor, you get a coach, you get an accelerator, you get in a mastermind, because those people in your lives will push you to the next level. They just hold your feet to the fire. They hold you accountable. They give you great insight, and they make things happen. So join masterminds, join accelerators, join groups, and pay for it. Because if you don't pay for it, you don't value it that much usually. You're just kind of, you might get value, you'll get value from free stuff and free groups, but when you invest in yourself, then you really want to make it happen. Like you're really invested in it. So then you really put forth the effort, you really put in the time, you really put in the hours. I mean, I wake up at 7, I start working, I kind of wake up, I do, walk, get my mind going, and then I work, and I work, and I work, and I work, and I come home, and I spend a couple hours with my family, and then I work, and I work, and I work, and it's 16 hours a day of going. Now, I've put some time aside because I need my brain to refresh and spend time with my family because they need me too, because they're important, but I'm putting in the time now so that I can enjoy life later. Because I know if I work my butt off now, in a year, 6 months, 2 years, I'm going to have a lifestyle that I want to have. Be able to spend more time with my family, coach my kids' soccer games, travel with my family, work from the road, whatever it may be, whatever your dreams are, you got to put in the work to be able to get there. And some super cool things, and I just want to say how amazing my wonderful wife Courtney is. She's always been so supportive. She's always been so supportive of my dreams. When I came home one day and said, I'm quitting my day job, she believed in me. She believed I could do it. She knew that I could do it. And it's so amazing to have someone supportive like that in my life that it's made things easier. I'm not saying it's hard. I'm not saying entrepreneurship isn't lonely, because entrepreneurship is pretty lonely. It gets pretty lonely because you only know what you're going through at that time. But to have a support system like my beautiful wife, Courtney, is just something so super amazing. And I just want to tell you guys a little bit about her and just how amazing she is. So she's always supportive. She's always pushing me to the next level. She's always letting me go for my dreams, which if you don't have that person in your life, like just keep working on your dreams. And sometimes it takes people sometimes a little bit of time to come around. I'm not saying leave your spouse or leave your significant other, like give them some time to come around, because entrepreneurship, starting your own business is scary for them, especially because they don't get it. They don't get what's in your mind. Like they don't get the uncertainty, but the risk of it and the high reward and all that stuff. They just don't get it. So be loving, be supportive, give a little, take a little, work with each other. Don't give up on each other though. But my beautiful wife, she came home. So she'd been in Disneyland. She went to Disneyland for a Halloween party. She took our kids and my mother-in-law, and they went to Disneyland. And they had a good time, and I stayed home and I worked and did, pretty much just worked all day, every day until they got home. And she got home, and then at night she's like, I've got to tell you something. I had this idea. I had this dream. And I said, okay. She's like, no, this is cool. And I'm like, okay. So she's like, well, I'll tell you when we get home and the kids go to bed. I'm like, why don't you just tell me now? She's like, no, I want to just us talk once the kids go to bed. I'm like, okay. So she starts telling me, she says, so I had this dream that we put on this event for couples. Couples where the husband or the wife is an entrepreneur and the other one isn't, or, vice versa, or they're both entrepreneurs, and how to support each other. She's like, I imagined us putting on this couple day event where we had speakers and we had yoga and we had couple time and we had separate classes for women and separate classes for men. She's like, I had this dream about this getaway, this retreat that we had for couples in the business world and entrepreneurship world, because she's like, I know it's hard and all that goes into it. And she's like, then I started thinking that we should start a podcast about couples, like power couples or something. We don't know what we're going to call it yet, but me and her are going to work together on this, which I'm super pumped about because I've wanted to do something with her that kind of allows us to do our own things as well, because she has other stuff she does, but that we can do together. So we're going to do this podcast, and so you're going to have to stay tuned for that weekly. But we're going to talk about our lives as a couple, of me being an entrepreneur and her being scared when I did it and still being scared sometimes, and just life. We're going to talk about raising kids as a family of entrepreneurship and the struggles we go through, the ups, the downs. I mean, we're going to be as real as we can on this podcast. We're going to leave it on the table for you guys, but we know it'll help. And we are going to start preparing to do a retreat for couples. And it's not going to be cheap, because it's going to be super quality time with a couple that can really change a couple's relationship. Maybe you're a woman and you're the entrepreneur, but your husband's not. This would be the event for you, because he can learn what you're thinking about and why your mind works the way it is. We'll have experts and all of that at this event, or vice versa. The man's the entrepreneur, the woman's the stay-at-home mother, or she works too and she just doesn't get it. We're trying to make relationships easier and better and help everyone, because it's not an easy journey. So there's going to be more to come. We'll have it all starting soon. I'm super excited to do it with my wonderful wife, Courtney, and just the thought that she had this vision. This was her vision. This wasn't my vision. I've wanted to do something with her, to work on something together, like our time to work on, but I didn't know what it would be. And she came home. She had this amazing dream, and then she put other pieces together, like the podcast and, building a community on Facebook. So if any of you are interested in that, if you're married and your spouse doesn't get you, or you don't get each other right now because you're an entrepreneur, you're going to want to listen. You're going to want to listen to our podcast. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because my wife is so, so amazing and so supportive. Now, we have our down moments. We have our up moments. Like, life is a roller coaster. It's just like business. Like, it's a roller coaster, and we are not just Phoenix entrepreneurs, but we're a Phoenix family. Phoenix encompasses our whole life, but we're like a Phoenix family, because we've been through some really low moments in our lives, but then we always get back up and we keep going and we rise up and we're stronger from it. Like, we've been through a lot in our 6 years of marriage, but we always come out stronger. Like, we're a stronger couple because of it, but it wasn't easy. And I want to help all of you guys get through those moments too. And maybe you're listening, maybe you're 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever, and you're not married, or you don't even have a significant other right now, but I'm telling you, you will. So even if you don't have someone right now, this is probably something you'll want to listen to, because we're going to be bringing, value when you meet that person, like how to talk to that person, and maybe they're not understanding you, so you can understand how they feel, and vice versa. So it's going to benefit everyone, from, especially the couples. It's going to really benefit, but it'll benefit people that are just in a relationship that aren't married, boyfriend, girlfriend, or people that are dating, or whatever. It'll benefit everyone, but, we'll be targeting kind of the couples, the married couples, and the boyfriend, girlfriends that have been together a while that kind of don't get each other. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So this episode's been a little bit longer, but I just had these things on my mind, and I just want to share them with you this week. I'm super excited. I have my first speaking engagement tomorrow. So after I get done recording this podcast and getting it up, I'm going to start practicing that. Practice it tomorrow. It's only about 10 minutes, but it's a start, and it's a start to my speaking career, because I'm excited. I have goals to speak 4 or 5 stages next year, so I'm getting that journey started. I'm super excited. I hope you guys, I'll try and record it. I'll put it on social channels and stuff so you guys can see the speech after we get it. We'll have the videographer there and everything. So I'm super excited for that. So much happening this next week, so you guys will have to listen to the next Sunday's episode, because I'll talk about the event. So tomorrow, the event where I'll speak at, and then Brandon T. Adams will speak at, my mentor, coach. He'll be there, so it's just going to be full of value. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for the week. There's so much going on right now. I just we could go on for hours and hours, but I just want to keep inspiring you guys. And the thing is that you guys inspire me more than I know I inspire all of you. So continue shooting me messages, keep hitting me up, questions, what I can change, what I can do better, because I take feedback very seriously. And I thank you guys for being amazing Phoenix entrepreneurs. I thank you guys for being loyal listeners. You guys are so awesome. I couldn't do this without your guys' support. And if you want me to support something, like you have a page, a business page, anything I can support with, please shoot me a message. Just follow us on Instagram at the.phoenix.entrepreneur, or on Facebook, The Phoenix Entrepreneur, or you can also Twitter, Phoenix PHX Entrepreneur. So all those channels, also riseuppodcast.com. That's the website. You can check it out there. Shoot me a message. I'd love to follow all your guys' stuff and support you guys as well. So I appreciate you guys listening to this episode. Continue to be as amazing Phoenix entrepreneurs. Go create something amazing, guys. Be amazing Phoenix entrepreneurs and rise from the ashes and conquer the day. So that episode was a lot of fun. I love doing the solo episodes. I didn't think I'd be that into doing solo episodes, but ever since I've done it, it's been a lot of fun. So make sure you follow us on all the different social channels, riseuppodcast.com. You can also grab your free productivity hacks guide, kind of get your day started, evening done, wrapped up, so you guys can be more productive every single day. Continue to be Phoenix entrepreneurs and rise from the ashes and conquer the day.